I don't even know where to begin, to be honest. The intention behind this video was to show you how I go clubbing in Australia during a pandemic. But recent events turned this into a very ironic statement. So during my 3-day lockdown in Brisbane, I will show you what I would have been wearing and how my makeup would have turned out if things had gone differently. Anywho, this will be my go-to clubbing look that I've been wearing for around 8 months. You've been able to go back out in Brisbane. Very funny how the one week I decide, you know what, yes, I'm going to show my clubbing makeup is when we get a 3-day lockdown. Everything I'll be using will be in the description down below because Lord knows I will not keep track of that, okay? Sorry. This will be a makeup that I literally wear every single time I go out. I used to experiment a lot more with makeup, but now that I know what I like on myself, I just keep going back to the same old shit. For the purpose of today, I'll just show you the one I like the most, which is the Nars Sheer Glow Stromboli. I like how I just said I'm not going to be keeping track of what I put on my face, and I just told you the exact shade. What contradictions. I'll just tell you what my idea was for my video that I was going to do. It's going to be like a nice fun voiceover where I, you know, do my makeup exactly how I would usually do it and leave the clubs. Vlog a little bit of like what clubbing like is in Australia because we've been so good with this pandemic. I do think it's because where I'm from, Queensland, because I live in a hotter climate, the virus doesn't breed as much. I'm gonna stop talking about this virus. I think everyone's sick of it. What's even more funny is my friend travelled into Brisbane for a weekend, only to go straight back home. Poor thing. That shows me not to get too high and mighty. Things can change like a blink of an eye. Anyway, so literally the day of, face contour. Don't clock me. This line looks very, very intense right now, but that's what baking is for. All jokes aside, I'm actually not too concerned about this 3-day lockdown. Like, it's 3 days, it's nothing. In comparison to other places, this is nothing at all, and I should feel very grateful that it's only 3 days. Even if it turns into 30 days, it's still nothing in comparison to other places. What does everyone think this year's gonna bring though? Everyone's like, oh, I can't wait for 2021, or people are like, oh, I can't believe you think it's gonna be all good in 2021. I'm trying to remain optimistic.
No, it's true. It's true.
Hopefully. I got this concealer because of Nikkie tutorials, and at first I was like, a bit thick, Nikkie. Now I really like it. I just have to work really fast with it, I find. God, help me. Do you guys make New Year's resolutions? The first time I did it was last year, which you would think like, oh my god, I can't believe she made New Year's resolutions for the year from hell. But mine were actually quite doable aspirations and goals. I looked at them the other day because, you know, I was making my new goals. And I have to say, I actually completed like 80% of them. One of them was travel to Japan, which is like, okay, that's out of my control. I've made like 13 and about 11 of them came true, I think. Or I made happen. I made that happen. If I can do that, I'm going to keep doing it every year. Should I share some with you? I have them right here actually. One of them is make meditation a self-care priority. I feel like meditation will be really handy for me. This little trick I learned last year really helped. I used to get like wet creases underneath my eyes when I would bake immediately after tapping into my skin, just to put like a light layer of powder on before you go on with baking, just so you don't get those weird creases. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I needed to hear it, so beautiful. I know this looks like a lot of powder. It's because it is, but oh well. Another New Year's resolution I came up with for myself was to get back into fitness. Full disclosure, a couple of years ago was the first time I started getting into fitness. Never went to like the gym and I didn't really care about my health beforehand. Maybe I'll get into it one day, but not feeling so vulnerable today. Safe to say I'm like quite happy with how far I've come with my health and fitness. I just want to make sure I maintain it. One thing I love about it is what it does for my mental health. It is my remedy. My brows look really sharp. Do you ever feel like you do your makeup better by yourself when you're at home and you have hours to do it? But like if you're with your friends or with other people or on camera, it never comes out the same. You feel like there's a rush. Well, there is a rush. I've got bringing, what am I saying? I'm proud to say last year I graduated early. I thought I had another semester, so now I'm just kind of, you know. So guys, brows take 5 years to do. Now I'm like, do they even look even?
That is a question.
I'll put on too much. I don't like it to be too thick. The Tatcha tip is just already so thick. Like, why would I want to put on any more, you know? Nikkie Tutorial's new palette has become like my saving grace. It's like my go-to for my look every time I go out clubbing. Like, I always use this palette. In the corner of my eye right there. Can you see that? Hopefully. Can't really talk when doing my eyeshadow. It's just a lot of precision, isn't it? Another one of my resolutions for this year is to move out of home. Even just trying to film this up today was so hard. Literally can't get any sort of peace and quiet in this house, so this one might be a task for another day. Jesus Christ. Because I live with my parents and my sister. So that was a little bit of a task, especially since we're all in lockdown. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. Smaller, finer brush, and I go in with 5am. Kind of make like a thick wing. Kind of like thick to the middle and then out. Maybe just watch. I'm not very good at explaining. So I'm really making like a cat eye. That's what I'm trying to look for. I cut a crease out. However, the way I do it is a little bit specific. Go closer in towards my nose area, so past my inner tear duct, a little bit further out. See how far I went out with that one? I grab basic truth and then I pack that on. I go over that transition line. Okay, and I always go in with a brown liner. I'm using this Maybelline Tattoo Studio brown eyeliner. I don't really like it. I don't recommend it. Usually I use the tattoo liner by KVD Beauty. However, that one also runs out really fast, so any recommendations I would love to try. I really bring that wing out, Jesus. And then I like to do the inner corner. So you see how I only bring it to the center? And that's just because my eye shape, for years I didn't put on, I didn't do a wing liner at all. Or I didn't even really put on liner, period, because it always made my eyes look really beady and small. But I found that if I just bring it into the center, it elongates my eyes, which, thank the Lord. I'm cursing. Make it more elongated, I pop it into my inner corner and bring it a little bit further out as well. Just like that. Amazing. I'm gonna go back and do my other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my both eyes done. I am going to dust off all of the powder, or what powder is remaining. I'm going to spray my face just with a little Morphe setting spray. I still hate this smell. No. Just fan it. Okay. So my only two shades underneath because I still want to keep that elongated look. Vanilla just goes on the outer half of the eye. Basic Truth on the other side. Amazing. Usually I go in with like a nude colored pencil for my lower waterline. However, I can't find it, so I'm gonna go with white. Might be a bit too bright. I'm just gonna do it lightly. Yeah, I don't want to make it too light, but that's where I keep it. Cut it. Now I'm going to go in with the rest of my face makeup. So I do use the Benefit Hoola bronzer, just the original one, to carve out some cheekbones. Make it look like I got some cheeks. While it's still out, I go in with my nose contour. I feel like I'm just talking about makeup now when I don't really want to. Oh, snatched. Yeah, it's going to take some blending. Went a bit too heavy there. One of my other New Year's resolutions, since we were talking about that before I got rudely interrupted by my own mind, was that I really want to move out this year. I think I said that already, did I? Oh, I did. All good. And that's all means scatterbrained. Another one I said was that I want to read more. I have a pile of books to my right that I have waiting for me to read. In fact, I think I'll do that tonight. This is a good reminder. Another one of my resolutions was to save more money because as soon as I could go back to clubs after lockdown, I was not saving any money. In fact, I was blowing it. I really should have been saving that money and I'm kicking myself about it now, but it's a new year. Blush got so popular last year. I was the only one doing blush. Yeah, whatever. Out of my friendship group, all wondered why I was so into blush, because like it was never popular a couple of years ago. Who's laughing now?
Shut it, place.
I have naturally quite discolored skin, and it's quite pale and corpse looking. Blush always made it look more lifelike. See how muddy this all looks? Go away, be gone. Jesus Christ. Give another cheeky spritz, but I think this time I'll use my Fenty Beauty Dewy Cream. Dew Mist. Do you like the scenery? I go with my Rodeo Dry highlighter by Ofra. I'm not even talking. I'm just doing my makeup. It's a bit sad, isn't it? That was a bit too much highlight. We're now onto the final stage. It's my lipstick combo. Lipstick is very near and dear to my heart. This is like my favorite part in the entire routine. My 3 products I use the Sweetie Liner by Morphe, the First Base Mega Matte Super Matte whatever lipstick by Morphe, and then the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. Done. What do we think of it, everyone? This has been my makeup every time I've gone out, since whenever I can go out. And it's what I would have worn this weekend should I have been able to. But, you know, these are hard times we're living in, and you just gotta stay positive and just hope that it doesn't become a 30-day lockdown, I suppose. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed today's video. I've had such a great time showing you what I would have been wearing and, well, my makeup, I guess. If you enjoyed today's content, please like and subscribe to this video. I will be making a lot more content in the future, so please stay tuned for that. I don't really know what to say. I hope you've all had a great start to your new year, and if you are still in quarantine isolation, my thoughts are with you. Stay safe, stay at home, stay healthy. I'll hear from you all soon. Bye everyone.